y'all, it's Amberly here, the Bombshell Baker. I'm going to teach y'all today how to make cherry crunch. I love cherry crunch. It's so yummy, but it's really sweet and rich. It's really easy. It's not 100% from scratch. I'm going to use the Duncan Hines Comstock, the original country cherry. So you need 2 cans of the cherry pie filling for this recipe. This is one of those really, really quick recipes. It's so easy to throw together. It doesn't take long at all, not even 5 minutes. So I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice on the top of this. It just cuts down on that sweetness a little bit. If you don't have fresh lemon, that's okay. You can just use the lemon juice that you keep in your fridge. So now we're going to mix a box of the Duncan Hines Butter Golden Cake Mix. We're going to add 1 stick of softened butter. I love these little mason jars to soften butter in the microwave. I actually didn't have enough out already softened, so I had to defrost it in the microwave for a second. So I love these little cups. Before we mix this together, I'm going to chop up some walnuts since my husband's out of town. Now this recipe calls for walnuts, but if you have people in your family that don't like nuts in their food, then you can leave it out, but it's so much better because it adds the crunch, but it also adds a saltiness to it, and the cherry pie filling is so sweet. So I love to have that little bit of that salty crunch on top, but usually when he's in town, I'll just put nuts on half of it, and that's my half, and he can have the other half. You know, and this is just personal preference. You could add half a cup to a cup, whatever you prefer. Growing up at Christmas time, well, really any time, but mainly during the holidays, me and my mama would have so many cake and cookie recipes that had walnuts, like chopped walnuts. And I don't know why we never used a knife and just chopped them up. It's so much quicker. We would sit and hand break up every piece. And I do like mine. In this recipe, I like them chopped really fine. That's why I'm taking extra time on this. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to add these to the cake mix and the butter. And I've just got a fork and we're just going to mix it up. You kind of just want to cut the butter into the cake mix, and it's going to make it crumbly. Okay, I don't like just 1 stick of butter. I like a stick and a half. I'm going to grab a little bit more from back here. I like more crumbly than that. This is one of those recipes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be exact. And I love those kind of recipes. They make it so easy. You can kind of customize it to how you like. Okay, so it's just this simple. We're going to just pour this over the top. Get all that butter in there. I think I want a few more walnuts. Okay, this looks super yummy to me. Let's throw it in the oven. I've got the oven preheated at 350 degrees. If you're in a really big hurry, you could crank it up to 375. We're just looking to brown the top. All the cherries need to do is warm up. You know, you don't need to bake them or cook them for anything. But we do want the butter to melt, the top to get set and golden brown. So I'm going to put it in 350 for about 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, y'all, I think I smell it. It smells so good. Let's go check it out and see if this cherry crunch is done. Oh, look how bubbly that is. It looks so delicious. Okay, I cannot wait to take a bite of this. Now, I love Cherry Crunch. It has to be served warm. Now, you can take it with you places. People will love this. But I'm telling you, just heat it up in the microwave a few minutes if you need to serve it warm. And we're going to serve it with ice cream. You could do a whipped cream if you wanted. I'm telling you, the really hot, bubbly cherry with the salty, crumbly crust and the creamy, cold vanilla ice cream. There's just no combination like it. And it melts the ice cream really quick, and it kind of just makes it super creamy and delicious. So let's take a bite. And I love mine with vanilla ice cream. I like to mix mine in. See how that's getting creamy down in there? Oh, it's so good. It's so hot too. You need the vanilla ice cream to cool it down a little bit so you can take a bite. That is so good. This is one of my favorite desserts. It's probably one of the first desserts I learned how to make as a kid because it was so easy. I'm going to finish that in a minute. But if you like this video and if you've tried it out, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. And we'll see you next week, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. I can never resist eating a frozen walnut. I keep my walnuts in the freezer so they stay fresh. And I love them when they're icy cold like that. I don't know why. They're so good. They're so good for you too. Unlike the dessert I make.